Good morning, Philip from Northern Accountants. The second update of the day today, and this is regarding the local authorities small business rates relief grant. So some documentation came out over the last day or so, which I will attach to this email so you can read it in its full. It'll just be a link straight to the HMRC into the local council's websites. So I'll jump straight in with the key sort of headlines. So the support will take form in two grants, the Small Business Grant Fund and the Retail, Hospitality and Leisure Grant Fund. So the government will, in line with the eligibility, pay and support the local authorities who have paid grants to these qualifying businesses. So basically, the government's going to cover all of the grant money that's paid out by the local authorities. So how much funding will the businesses be provided? I suppose this is the key question. Okay. Under the Small Business Grants Fund, all businesses in England with the receipt of small business rates relief and rural rates relief in the business rate system will be eligible for a payment of £10,000 in line with the eligibility criteria. I'm not going to go through the eligibility criteria because it's quite long. So it's £10,000 is available to everybody under the small business rates relief and the rural rates relief. Under the Retail, Hospitality and Leisure Grant, businesses in England in receipt of expanded retail discount, which covers retail, hospitality and leisure, with rateable value of less than £51,000 will be eligible for the following cash grants. Eligible businesses in these sectors with a property with a rateable value of up to £15,000 will receive a grant of £10,000 in line with the eligibility set out in the following clauses. And then businesses in these sectors that property have a rateable value of over £15,000 but less than £51,000 will receive a grant of £25,000 in line with the eligibility. And businesses with over £51,000 businessable rate value will not receive anything. So just to recap there, small business owners, small business rates relief, so your general offices and things like that, will receive a grant of up to £10,000. Retail, up to £15,000 rateable value, will also receive £10,000. And then businesses with rateable values between 15 and 51 in the retail and leisure will receive a grant of £25,000, and anybody over 51 will receive nothing. Anybody paying business rates will have those rates quashed. So there's some quite important numbers in there, some good clarification on there. It's better than we anticipated reading this guidance. We believe that we were led to believe that the grant would be prorated based on the size of the rateable value. This is indicating that that's not the case, and the full amount of money will receive. So that is quite good. One of the key things to note that it is for those businesses that are on the scheme as of the 11th of March. So there is no backdating, there is no changing or anything like that. It is those that have received the rateable information probably just in the recent weeks themselves. So so again, like I said, it's not open to abuse. So if you weren't named on the business rates, you won't get the grant. So look, what else? Okay, exclusions for the grant. So in terms of small business rates relief, so some people have certain business properties in other names to get small business rates relief, but they will be excluded if they are being used there for personal use, if they include private stables and loose boxes, beach huts, moorings and car parking spaces. The only other exclusion is anybody that has been liquidated or is in the process of being liquidated since the 11th of March. That's about the size of that. So some very positive news there, that it appears that there'll be a £10,000 grant for everybody who has small business rates relief, which is excellent news, especially those businesses that have multiple companies with multiple rateable values. The retail, leisure and hospitality will get bigger grants, up to 10,000 on 15,000 square feet and 25,000 from 15,000 to 51,000. So again, some good money there. Doncaster Council, I have seen, have a process out there. If you're a Doncaster client, a Doncaster resident of Northern Accounts, Michael Hall will be in touch in the coming days. Well, I actually believe he says he's going to do it today. With the link to the guidance on how you go about making that application. It seems relatively straightforward when I briefly read it late last night. It looks like it's answering a few details, setting up an account on a portal, and entering your business rates number and your bank account. So best of luck in claiming those back. If anything else comes out, I will of course brief you. The big announcement that's expected tonight is on the self-employed, so I look forward to updating you that tomorrow. Okay, have a good day and stay safe.